Well, the news out here in Rainbow at the Hindmarsh Shire Rainbow Desert Enduro is actually not very good news today for Saturday, the first day of racing. And unfortunately, the entire day of action has had to be cancelled due to the track conditions. Now, behind me, it might look like beautiful blue skies, but I can assure you it's still very bitterly cold. It's currently 5 degrees. There's a very big wind up, but the damage was done overnight when 10 to 15 millimetres of rain fell in the area. There's more expected later today, actually during the time the allocated race start was due to happen, so there's probably more rain coming. But it does mean that in certain parts of the track, the puddles are very, very deep. There's actually small rivers running across parts of the circuit. It has been deemed to be unsafe, unusable, unraceable, so there'll be no action happening today. It definitely sets up a huge final day of the championship. And for the teams, it's a mixture of disappointment, but certainly safety had to be the number one priority. Not what anyone likes to see, Shannon. The day has been cancelled. What's the latest?
Yeah, it is a bit unfortunate for the organisers and everyone that put in the huge effort to make this race happen. But the track was fairly wet yesterday morning, and then they had a fair bit of rain overnight, so which made it pretty treacherous out there today. So probably a really good decision by the organisers and officials to put it off until tomorrow, just with taking in mind recovery and ambulance, getting them out the track was probably going to be impossible in sections. So I think it's a good decision. Hopefully we can make something happen tomorrow.
In terms of the championship, it sets up an almighty final day.
It does, yeah. It's going to be a pretty tough day, and doesn't look like there's going to be any prologue. So I think we'll be seated, probably be seated up the front. So probably not the best spot when the track's like it is, but with water laying around, we're going to be probably one of the first cars to clear the track. So it is going to be tricky for sure. 36 points, 5 laps, one big final day. It's going to be very exciting. It will be, yeah, huge day. A lot on the line, I guess, and hopefully we can finish and keep it in one piece.
Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you, cheers.
We've waited 2 months to see this championship finale, and Mike, we're going to have to wait another day now. What's the latest?
Another day to wait, but I think it's the right decision. I think it's for the better of everyone, even spectators, and for television coverage and all that. We're going to have all the cars on the start line tomorrow, and potentially, if this beautiful weather holds out now, it's going to be a cracker. So they're still going to be we're hoping to do 5 laps tomorrow. They're going to let us know in the morning, but it could turn into something very interesting, I think. So a bit disappointing, the wet weather last night. Scrutineering was great up the street, and then a bit of rain last night just ruined it a bit this morning, but they've made the right decision, I think.
What were the teams told at the drivers' briefing?
So it's more of a safety thing than anything. We drive on muddy tracks and wet tracks and all that, but the issue was if something goes wrong, being able to get ambulances or four-wheel drives or whatever even out to recover people. So I think it's a good move. Safety's got to come first. So they're going to make a few adjustments today, and it'll be a great event.
Tobes, we're all set for a big day of racing, but looks like we've had to cancel the day. Can you tell us what you guys were told at drivers' briefing?
I basically just said have to cancel it due to not being able to get recovery and also medical, and if it was needed, too dangerous, and it's not worth the risk of anything happening and not being able to get people out safely.
You had a look at the track in Recce. How bad is it in some of those sections?
Oh, I didn't actually get out there in Recce, but from what I've heard, the water's pretty deep in spots. Like the puddles are up to a foot deep in some places, and the surface is slippery everywhere else. So.
In terms of the championship, it has big implications, doesn't it? So no points from today. How does that affect some of the guys further down the order?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. We were hoping to race today because the mud would help us probably get up in the championship a bit and hopefully slow some of the bigger fellas down for us. But it is what it is, I suppose, and see how tomorrow plays out and see what happens.
Keen to go racing tomorrow?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So what does this mean for the championship and the final day of racing? Well, CAM's recently issued a bulletin saying that tomorrow's action will be held over 5 laps, so no initial first section of racing. There'll be no prologue either, and it'll be sent out on championship seating. So that battle between Shannon Wrench and Mark Burrows is still set to go down to the wire, but it's going to be an absolute exciting finale, all run in that one final day. The conditions will still be very, very tricky. Hopefully some of the standing water and some of these puddles, which are in some parts of the track as deep as 30 centimetres, will clear out, and hopefully on Sunday we can go racing.